History and origin of cacao. Cacao has a rich history in Mesoamerican native cultures. Traces found of its use date back to over 4,000 years ago. Cacao gained a divine status in different cultures like the Olmecs, Izapan, Maya, Toltecs, Aztecs, and Incas. As a fruitly godly and highly prized drink, it was mainly consumed by the elite. Deities were worshipped for bringing cacao to the world, and it was used in rituals, ceremonies, feasts, and festivals. Because of its value, the beans were used as an early form of money, tax, and even counterfeited. The official Latin name for the cacao tree is Theobroma cacao, meaning food of the gods. Theo means god and broma means food, named after how natives referred to cacao in their own languages. When the Aztec Emperor Montezuma dined with Cortes and his officers, they were amongst the first Europeans that have been offered a cacao drink. Botanical description of cacao. Theobroma cacao is a small evergreen tree belonging to the Malvaceae family. It typically grows to a height of 4 to 8 meters. Its leaves are large, leathery, and oblong, while its flowers are small and pink or white, growing directly on the trunk, and branches are cauliflowery. The fruit, known as a cacao pod, is oblong or oval, ranging in color from green to yellow, orange, or red depending on the variety. Inside the pod contains numerous beans embedded in a white, pulpy substance. Botanical description. It only describes the physical appearance of our cacao tree. Soil requirements of cacao. Cacao thrives in well-drained, slightly acidic soil with a pH ranging from 6 to 7, rich in organic matter. Heavy clay soils or poorly drained areas are unsuitable. We have also the climatic requirements of cacao. Cacao prefers a warm, humid climate with temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius or 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and high rainfall from 1,500 to 2,500 mm annually, distributed evenly throughout the year. We have also the cultural practices. So first, we have site selection. Select a location with adequate shade, protection from strong winds, and good drainage. Slopes are generally preferred to flat areas. Second, the land preparation. Clear the land of any vegetation and remove rocks and other debris. Consider contour plowing to reduce erosion. And we have the seedbed preparation. Prepare seedbeds by loosing the soil and incorporating organic matter. This improves soil structure and water retention. Planting and transplanting. Cacao can be planted directly from seed or by transplanting seedlings. Seedlings are generally preferred for better control and faster growth. We have also the thinning and replanting. Thin out overcrowded seedlings to ensure adequate spacing. 3 by 3 meters is common. Replant any dead or diseased trees. Filling up. Build up soil around the base of the tree to improve drainage and support. Off-barring. This technique involves removing some of the soil around the base of the tree to encourage root growth. Weed management. Regularly remove weeds to reduce competition for nutrients and water. Mulching can help suppress weed growth. Water management. Adequate water supply is crucial, especially during dry periods. Irrigation may be necessary in some areas. Fertilization. Apply balanced fertilizers to supply essential nutrients. Organic fertilizers are often preferred. Insect pest management. Monitor for pests such as cacao pod borer and mealybugs. Integrated pest management or IPM strategies are recommended. Disease management. Common diseases include black pod, rat, and witch's broom. Disease management involves sanitation, resistant varieties, and chemical control when necessary. Harvesting. Cacao trees typically begin producing pods 4 to 5 years after planting. Pods ripen over a period of 4 to 6 months, changing color from green to yellow, orange, or red depending on the variety. Harvesting occurs when the pods reach peak ripeness, indicated by a slight softness and a change in color. Cacao pods are harvested by hand, carefully detached from the tree using a sharp knife or machete. It's essential to avoid damaging the tree or branches during the process. Experienced harvesters can identify ripe pods by their appearance, sound, and even smell. Post-harvest handling operation. Immediately after harvest, the pods are opened and the beans are removed. The beans are then placed in wooden boxes or baskets for fermentation. This process is crucial for developing the flavor, aroma, and color of the cacao. During fermentation, natural yeast and bacteria present on the beans break down the pulp surrounding the beans. This process generates heat, which transforms the beans' composition and enhances their flavor. Fermentation typically lasts 3 to 7 days, depending on the variety, climate, and desired outcome. After fermentation, the beans are spread out to dry in the sun or under controlled conditions. Drying removes moisture and prevents spoilage. Once dried, the beans are cleaned to remove any remaining debris or pulp. We have also the nutrient content of cacao that includes fiber and minerals. Cacao is a good source of dietary fiber, which aids digestion, promotes satiety, and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Minerals. Cacao provides essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and potassium. So, magnesium is important for muscle function, nerve function, and blood sugar control. Iron. Iron is essential for red blood cell production and oxygen transport. Potassium. So, potassium plays a role in regulating blood pressure and muscle contractions. After the nutrient content, we have the health benefit that includes cardiovascular health, cognitive function, mood enhancement, and antioxidant protection. Cardiovascular health. Flavonoids in cacao can improve blood flow, reduce blood pressure, and lower the risk of heart disease. Cognitive function. Theobromine and flavonoids may enhance cognitive function, memory, and alertness. Mood enhancement. Theobromine and anandamides contribute the mood-boosting effects and can promote feelings of well-being. Antioxidant protection. Cacao's antioxidants help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals, reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Industrial products of cacao. Cacao beans are processed to produce chocolate, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, and other products used in the food and beverage industry. The top producing region in the Philippines of cacao is Davao region, remain as the top producer of cacao with 1.67 thousand metric tons or 71.2% share to the country's total cacao production during the period. After that, we have the recipes. So I choose kalamay-hati recipes. Kalamay-hati ingredients includes 1 kg malagkit giniling, 3 pieces coconut, 2 kg sugar brown, half pack cacao powder. So the procedure. First, soak the malagkit rice. Second, grate the coconut. Third, pour the malagkit into the first coconut milk extract and grind the mixture. Fourth, mix sugar with the second coconut milk extract and boil to make it latik. Fifth, pour the ground malagkit into boiling latik, then pour the cacao powder and stir for 2 hours until the mixture becomes sticky. 6. Crush the peanut fair toppings, then cool for 3 hours and enjoy eating. There are 3 varieties of cacao. First, the Forastero. Forastero is the most common cacao variety. The pod has smooth appearance, round tip and square base, more rounded and larger in size than Criollo. The color is purple or dark red, becoming yellowish between ridges at maturity. Seeds are large, somewhat rounded, purple or with purple tinges. It is more resistant to pests and diseases and adverse conditions and more productive than Criollo. The maturity of Forastero cacao in the Philippines typically occurs within 3 to 4 years after planting, but it can take up to 5 years for the trees to reach their full production potential. The Criollo. Criollo has long, thin husks and pointed pod with constriction near the base. Ridges of pods are commonly pronounced and sharper than Forastero. White Criollo become yellow when ripe. Criollo has the best aroma and flavor. So the maturity of Criollo is 3 to 4 years after planting. We have the Trinitario. Trinitario cacao pods are typically yellow or orange when ripe. Warty face. The pods are relatively small, containing 20 to 40 beans that are easily separable. The leaves are dark green, elliptical, and pointed at the tip. The flowers are small and yellowish and grow directly on the trunk or branches. It usually matures 3 to 5 years after planting, and the pods are typically ready for harvest when they turn from green to yellow or orange. This usually occurs around 5 to 6 months after flowering.
That would be all. Thank you.